When did these qualities of humility, surrender, softness, kindness, tenderness, when did they become so incredibly unpopular? Maybe they've always been unpopular in some sort of way. It's like they show signs of weakness. But to be honest, in my own life and in my own, I would say, maturation or deepening or getting older, getting wiser, more hard knocks of life, more touching the grace of being, more awakenedness without any grandiosity, the more I've come to discover that those very qualities which are unpopular are actually the most beautiful qualities of all. They are the doorways to our humanity. They're where the spirituality enters our human experience. In softness, in humility. Humility is one of the ones. It's got such a bad rap, as though humility is somehow weak. But humility only really means, in this context, the ability to transcend one's own judgment, the ability to transcend and go beyond, go deeper than, soften around one's own fixed beliefs, either about oneself or about others. And that doesn't make you weak, although the egoic world would paint it in the other way, that it does make you weak. Because if you're not standing on your beliefs, then who are you? But look at the world, all fixed on these beliefs, whether the belief in some religious dogma or the belief in money or the belief in power or the belief in rightness or the belief in, me and I've got to be right at all costs, the belief in the self, the strongest belief in all, the cult of self. None of that is what's being spoken of. None of that is soft enough for me. And so this deepening, this softening, this humility is actually a real strength. It's a very powerful thing, because it means we can listen, it means we can embrace, it means we can allow. It means we're more likely to be rooted in a kind of silence, or an equanimity at least, a depth where wisdom is. There's no wisdom in the holding on to one's rigid beliefs. There's no wisdom there. Wisdom is the capacity to listen from a deep place within and learn and understand, or be willing to not know, to not understand, but for that not to be a problem. My God, we got it so wrong. So all of this is a profound invitation to the softer qualities of our humanity, where the light, where awareness, where spirit enters the human experience and softens it up, not in a weak way, but actually in a strong way, in a beautiful way. Humility, softness, kindness, tenderness, listening, not speaking. And all of these are grace, my friend. All of these are the beauty of grace that we would do well to remember in our lives and in our collective lives. Because that's where the garden is. That's where the beauty is. That's where the real connection with nature, with ourselves and with other is. Otherwise we're stuck on the surface. All this rigidity, this rigid way of being that ultimately only serves the self, bolsters the self, either the aggrandized self full of pride or the victim self, full of shame, pride, arrogance, or shame. We've got to find another way, and the way is in the softening. It has to be, with clarity.